So back here on YourLiveEvent.com as we are in the bottom half of inning number 2. It's a 3-0 Enderlin lead. Thanks for staying with us here as we figure out some internet connectivity issues. As Zogetti will step in for Enderlin. And it's strike 3. As Noel Frederick will step in. Left fielder for Enderlin. Jags got two across in the first inning. And they tacked on one more in the second. That's how we're at a 3-0 lead. As Brooklyn Hoyland in the circle for Northern Cass. It's not giving up a hit yet. Gave up a walk, but stranded the runner at first. As now that's her second walk issued. As Jessie Lynn Lund, the designated player. As pitches a ball, and Fredericks will take second, so I'll put a runner in scoring position as Enderlin looks to get on the scoreboard. Swung on and missed, makes it now a ball and a strike. Fouled the first base line, out of play. It will be a strike. 1-2. So in the top half of the first, Northern Cass able to take advantage of a ball in the dirt, strike 3, as a called ball up high. As a leadoff. Leadoff hitter Reese Loveg struck out, but it was in the dirt, able to advance to first. Avery Davidson got ahead, and eventually they all came around to score. In the top half of the first, then Northern Cass added in one more. As Emma Hodeness for Northern Cass. Able to get on base from the leadoff spot and worked herself around. Scored on a wild pitch. As out number 2. And so Eve Chamberlain will step in, the 8-spot hitter. First pitch called strike. Fouled back, out of play. Hoyland in the circle for Northern Cass. Getting given up a couple walks, but so far has not given up the run. Runner at third now. As that one bounces to the backstop, it gets by, and it will be the first run of the game for the Eagles. As Frederick's able to score. That will put Enderlin on the scoreboard. 3-1 they lead. Ground ball, second base. As that one is booted, it'll be an error. And the runner, Chamberlain, able to get to first.
Shortstop, Jana Olsen.
As Jana Olsen, the shortstop, the 9-spot hitter, will step in for Enderlin. Low for ball 1. In this game, 2 of 4 today. This is the 4-5 matchup. Swung on and missed. Throw back to first. Able to slide back in safely is Chamberlain. Fouled off of the mask of Davidson. It'll stay a ball and 2 strikes. Northern Cass will have the top of the order. When we get to the third. As umpire just giving Davidson a moment there. He's good to go. So ball and 2 strikes, runner at first. Here in the bottom half of inning number 2. Rounder first base side, it's foul. That'll stay a ball and 2 strikes. Enderlin got one on the scoreboard here this inning. See if they can tack on some more. 1-2. Rounder second base. Erickson to Daniels, and that will retire the side. But Enderlin able to get on the scoreboard. They pick up a run here in the bottom of the second. Through 2 on the Bank North scoreboard. Northern Cass 3, Enderlin 1, yourliveevent.com.
4. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you need on your next road trip. Food, fuel, fun, and family-friendly activities. Stop by and fill up your tank or grab a bite to eat. Have a blast at Goose River Golf Club, the swimming pool, or one of our beautiful parks. There's even ice skating and cross-country skiing. Take in the sights or stay the night so you don't miss a thing. Experience Hillsborough and see why there's more at 104.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
Rieslavig will lead it off for Northern Cass here in the bottom half of inning number, or excuse me, the top half of inning number 3. Lavig reached on a strikeout in the dirt. Came around to score the opening run for Northern Cass. Pitch is high. 2 balls, no strikes. To 0 pitch, swung on and missed, make it now 2-1. Defensively for Enderlin, Ray Amundsen is in the circle. Kalen Maggio behind the plate. That is your battery. 2-1 pitch. Up high now, 3-1. Eve Chamberlain at first, Michaela Wald at second, Jana Olson at short, Zogetti at third. That is your infield for the Eagles. Full count now, 3-2. Noel Fredericks in left, Ashbin Schlecht in center. And ball 4, it's a leadoff walk. And Karina Olson in right field. So leadoff walk for Lavig. And a runner at first. Pitch is a called strike. But Lavig will swipe second. And now runner in scoring position for Northern Cass. As now Davidson shows the bunt, but bunts it foul, and it's 0-2. Davidson able to reach base her first time up, came around to score the second run of the inning. Swung on and missed. It's strike 3. As they'll throw down to third. Lavig will take third, but it is a strikeout and our first out of the inning.
Designated player, Chelsea Galster.
As Chelsea Galster, the designated player, grounded out to second her first time up. First pitch swung on and missed, 0-1. As Evenson looking for her first scoreless inning. One bunted but foul, and it's 0-2. Those Gauss are now going to have to swing away. The 0-2. Grounder up the middle. That one will get through. It's an RBI single. Gauster able to deliver. Lavig will come around to score, and it's now 4-1 in favor of Northern Cass. As that'll bring up Courtney Daniels for the Jaguars. Swinging that one over the head of Olson at short. However, unable to get a read on it was Gauster. Had to wait for it in case it was caught, so they'll force her out. So the 8-4 fielder's choice. So Daniels will now occupy first base. As Brooklyn Hoyland will step in. 0-1. First pitch, called strike. As popped up out of play, 0-2. Inside, as Hoyland had to turn in, so it wouldn't hit her. It's a ball, 1-2. Up high, aims it up now, 2-2. In this, the 4-5 matchup, one game already in the books. Central Cass, top seed, able to pick up the 23-0 victory against Maple River in game number 1 in 5 innings. So they'll advance to Monday. Count is now full to Hoyland at 3-2. Full count, 2 outs, runner at first. And that's ball 4. I'll throw down to second, but ball 4. Hoyland will get on base. As Emma Hudness will step in. Reach base to lead off the second, came around to score. In the second inning. So now first and second. It looks like we'll get a courtesy runner for Hoyland. As courtesy runner at first, wearing a sweatshirt. Can't read out what the last name says, so see if we can get that for you. As Emma Hudness will now step in. First pitch, high for ball one. One 0. Called strike. Evens it up 1-1. Up high now, 2-1. Two one to Hudness, fouls it back. It'll stay 2-2. Josie Tribauser on deck for Northern Cass. Should Hudness reach. 2-2. Fouled down the first base line. Out of play. We'll do it again. Two-two pitch. That one skips in front of the plate, and the count is full now at 3-2. As that one popped up in the infield, and coming in to make the play is Wald, and that will retire the side, but Northern Cass able to get one more run across. One run on a hit. Nowhere as they left a pair. We go to the bottom of the third here on the Bank North scoreboard. Northern Cass 4, Enderlin 1 on yourliveevent.com.
At Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks, they make sure your vehicle gets the best standard of care to get it back on the road as quickly as possible. Lonnie and his team are some of the most highly trained in the industry. With state-of-the-art technology and superior products, your vehicle will leave in great condition. With their drive-in claims area, the process is smooth and easy. Let Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks provide you and your vehicle with premium care and attention. Open 8 to 5:30 Monday through Friday. Abra Auto Body and Glass of Grand Forks.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Say thank you to the farmers you come into contact with every day. They have chosen a career that is as much their deep passion as it is an absolute necessity for you and I. Spring is upon us and there will be farm equipment on the roads. Give them your patience and room to do their jobs. Trust me, they would rather be off the road working in their field than dealing with traffic. From all of us here at Agassiz Precision Ag, we say thank you and have a safe spring.
We go to the bottom of the third. Updated was Carson Melander that was the courtesy runner for the Jaguars.
Batting for the Eagles, catcher, Caitlin Maggio.
As Caitlin Maggio, the catcher, will bat for Enderlin. Back to the top of the order. And she'll take ball one. Again, Brooklyn Hoyland in the circle. Avery Davidson behind the plate. That's your battery. Inside, 2-0. Courtney Daniels at first. Niall Erickson at second. Reese Lavig at short. Macy Murch at third. That is your infield. As a liner, that one just passed a outstretched Lavig. It will be a single as then the throw gets around the infield. And able to take second, makes a turn, thinks better of it, does Majo, but he'll get the single, and then she'll take second on the air, and a runner in scoring position for Enderlin.
Batting for the Eagles, Michaela Wall.
Emma Hudness in left field, Hayden Crockett in center, Josie Tribauser in right. That is your starting lineups, again, from Crystal Sugar, online at crystalsugar.com. Has got a piece of it, just nicked it, did Michaela Wald. For strike one, struck out her first time up. 0 for 1. Outside, evens it up now, a ball and a strike. For Hoyland in the circle so far, a couple of strikeouts. He's given up the 1 run earlier that inning in last inning in the second. Ground ball, shortstop, Erickson, able to knock it down, throw on to first. She's safe. Running the entire way was Majo, and she'll come around to score from second. And it's now a 4-2 game.
Batting for the Eagles, center fielder Aspen Schleck.
So now a runner at first. As Aspen Schlecht will step in. Reached on a walk, was stranded at first in her first inning. Pitch is low. Davidson pump fakes the throw to first. Wald able to get back safely. Ball and a strike now, make it a ball and 2 strikes. So the 1-2. As that one will get through the infield, it's a base hit, and 2 runners are on. So Schlecht will get a single. Second hit of the inning.
Right fielder Karina Olsen.
As Karina Olsen will step in. 0 for 1 so far this afternoon. Pitch is high for ball 1. And we'll have Kindred Lisbon. That will be game number 3. That is the 2-7 matchup. Pitch is inside. 2-0. Scheduled for roughly a 4 o'clock start. And then our nightcap at about 6 will be the 3-6 matchup. Hillsborough Central Valley against the Hankinson Co-op. Swung on a miss for strike 1. Zogetti on deck. Should Olsen reach? Or on deck. As a ball, 3-1. Still no outs this inning. As Hoyland sets, delivers. That one flied towards center field. Backing up is Crockett over her head. As that one will go towards the wall. 1 run is in. As it's an RBI double. As then the ball gets loose in the infield, a second run will score. As Olsen has the RBI double. So Wall came in to score. Then the throw got over the cutoff person. So that allowed Schlecht to score.
Batting Zoe Getty.
As we're now tied up at 4. And Zoe Getty will step in. Quickly 0-2. Getty struck out to lead off the second inning, her first time up. As strike 3. And our first out of the inning.
Batting left fielder Noel Frederick.
As Noel Frederick will step in for Enderlin. Reached on a walk in the second, came around to score the first run for Enderlin. We're now tied up at 4 And she'll take ball 1. So 3 runs this inning for Enderlin. Able to tie it up at 4. Called strike, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch shows the bunt, drops it down. As Hoyland will take it, throw on to first. She beat it out. Fredericks with the infield single. And runners are at the corners.
Designated player for the Eagles, Jessie Lynn Lund.
As Jessie Lynn Lund, the designated player for Enderlin, will step in. Batting in place of Rena Evenson. The pitcher. As runner goes, Erickson will cut off the throw. See if the double steal was in play. So Frederick will take second. As it's now second and third with only 1 out. Enderlin looking to take their first lead of the afternoon. Swung on and missed, now 0-2. See if Hoyland can get strike 3. It would be a big strikeout. Try to keep the runners at bay. Swung on and missed. It is strike 3. Second strikeout of the inning for Hoyland, and now 2 away.
Baseman, Eve Chamberlain.
As Eve Chamberlain will step in. Reach based her first time in the second. First pitch, got her to chase high, 0-1. Jen Olson on deck for Enderlin should Chamberlain reach. But quickly now 0-2 as Hoyland going to try to get out of the inning with the score still tied. The 0-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Hoyland strikes out the side, but Enderlin able to bring 3 runs across. And so through 3 innings on the Bank North scoreboard, it is Northern Cass 4, Enderlin 4. We head to the 4th on YourLiveEvent.com.
Let's face it, moving is a pain. And if you decide to do it yourself, take the hassle out with All About Moving in Grand Forks. While national conglomerates tend to overcharge and take longer, All About Moving is locally owned and wants to make your next move an efficient and stress-free experience. Take the stress out of moving with All About Moving in Grand Forks, so you can focus on the things that really matter.
It's the North Dakota All-Star Gathering on Your Live Event, as we'll cover the Shields Softball All-Star Series on June 2nd and 3rd.
This will be hit and over the shortstop Berg into left center field. A run comes in to score with Alexander Raff.
Optimist Volleyball Series June 16th and 17th.
Blue outside Linsinger with another hammer.
Plus, the Lions All-Star Basketball Series on July 14th and 15th.
Baldwin finds Wick. Wick open, three-pointer coming. Yes, sir!
For more information, go to yourliveevent.com.
As back here as we get inning number 4 about ready to begin. As Josie Tribhauser will step in. First plate appearance, a sacrifice bunt to move Hudness across, or 60 feet. In the second inning, her first plate appearance. As 2-0. Nyla Erickson on deck for the Jaguars. The 2-0 pitch, swung on and missed, make it now 2-1. And thanks for joining us here today on YourLiveEvent.com. Day 1 of the 2025 Region 1 softball tournament. As Tribhauser right back where it came from, a single up the middle. And the leadoff batter is on for Northern Cass. As I'll bring up Nyla Erickson with no outs and a runner at first. See if Northern Cass can retake the lead here in the fourth. Shows the bunt, able to bring it back and take ball one. Erickson struck out her first time up. Hayden Crockett on deck for the Jaguars. This time the bunt is down, but it's fouled. Back to the catcher, Maggio, and so it's a ball and a strike. So 1-1. Bunted, fouled once again, back to the backstop, and it's now a ball and 2 strikes. Is Erickson now going to have to try to swing away with the 1-2 count. Evenson delivers. Is that one swung on a miss for strike 3? Runner does go, so it'll be a stolen base, but a first out of the inning as Nyla Erickson strikes out, 1 away. We'll go to the 9-spot hitter, Hayden Crockett for Northern Cass. So now runner in scoring position. As Crockett gets the bunt down to third, throw on to first in time. So Getty to Chamberlain, 5-3 on the putout. But now a runner 60 feet from home with 2 away. As Reese Lavig will step in. Reached base both times, scored twice so far. First pitch, fouled out of play over the Enderlin dugout. It'll be strike 1. Should Lavig reach? Avery Davidson on deck. Outside, even up now 1-1. Tribauser at third. Go ahead run. Low, 2-1. Cool, windy day here in Castleton. 2-1. And a call strike game is up at 2-2. Wind blowing somewhat in, kind of down towards the third base line into the Northern Cass dugout. Inside 3-2. Cloudy, but luckily no rain so far. Turf field here at Castleton. And we'll keep these games on as scheduled. Full count, 3-2. And it's ball 4. Lavig, good eye, able to stay off on a close pitch. As I'll bring up the catcher, Avery Davidson. As Tribauser will steal home on the throw back. Heads up base right here, catching Enderlin napping. And it's now 5-4. Look down to write that in my notes, and then so Tribauser just running back to the dugout. It's now 5-4 as Northern Cass has retaken the lead. Swung on a miss for strike 1. Also in that, Lavig took second. So, runner at second with 2 away, and now a 5-4 score here on the Bank North scoreboard. 0-1 pitch, swung on a miss, now 0-2. Davidson reached her first time, came around to score, struck out. Her last time up in the third. Fly ball, center field, drifting to her right is Schlecht. She'll make the play, and that will retire the side here in the top of the fourth. But Northern Cass able to get back on the scoreboard. 1 run on 1 hit. No errors. They left 1 on base. We go to the bottom of the 4th on the Bank North scoreboard. Northern Cass 5, Enderlin 4 on yourliveevent.com.
In the Northland, it's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
So bottom half of inning number 4, Northern Cass has retaken the lead at 5-4. And his first pitch is outside. Ball 1. Jana Olsen, the leadoff hitter, the 9 spot for Enderlin. 0 for 1. Ball and a strike. Inside. 2-1. After Olsen, back to the top of the order with Kalen Maggio. 2-1. Popped up, and that one drifting out of play. And even it up now, 2-2. Count even, 2-2. On its way from Hoyland, a called strike 3 in the dirt. They'll have to throw it on to first to Daniels, and it's a strikeout. And 1 away. So back to the top of the order as Kalen Maggio will step in. Maggio, the leadoff hitter for Enderlin. First pitch to her on its way is a called strike. 0-1. Maggio 1 for 2. Grounded out in the first, singled in the third, came around to score. Popped up, Davidson in foul territory, off the glove. And it falls to the turf. It'll be strike 2. But Maggio, a second opportunity here. And she'll stay at the plate. Michaela Wald on deck for Enderlin. Rounder to the pitcher. Hoyland throw as Daniel's unable to secure it. It's an error. And Maggio will take first. So a couple errors in that at bat. See if that comes back to cost Northern Cass. As now Maggio at first base. And as Michaela Wald will take ball 1. 1-0. Wald 0 for 2, struck out in the first, reached on an error in the third, came around to score. 1-0 pitch. Swung and missed for strike 1, but taking second is Maggio. So now, tying run in scoring position for Enderlin. 2 balls and a strike. 2-2 in the dirt, and taking third is Majo. So now the tying run 60 feet from home plate. Count is even up at 2-2. As up high, that'll run it full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count. Ashman Schlecht on deck for Enderlin, as able to stay alive is Wald. Count will stay full at 3-2. Up high, that's ball 4. That'll put runners at the corners. So Wald with the walk.
Center fielder, Aspen Schlecht.
As Ashman Schlecht will step in. With 1 out and runners at the corners. We'll see if they try to put Wald in motion. Pitch is a called strike. Runner going. Davidson will just walk Majo back to third, but Wald now in scoring position as well, as there's runners are at second and third. Oh, 1 pitch is high. Davidson, good job able to get out of the crouch. Catch it on the high pitch. Runners will stay put, but it is a ball. It's now 1-2. As we get time called, Schlecht will step out. So each base both times came around to score. Game tying run in the 4th, as it looks like we'll get a mound visit. Mound visit, a timeout. We'll take one as well. 5-4, Northern Cats with the lead. YourLiveEvent.com.
Red River Valley Speedway, you one of the best. You got 'em for a rest.
The Rumble on the Red, presented by Ellingson Companies and Gerdau Metals Recycling, is coming to West Fargo, North Dakota. The World of Outlaws Mass Energy Drink Sprint Cars come to the Red River Valley Speedway on Saturday, May 31st. Tickets are available now at slspromotions.com or by calling 815-344-2023.
So no changes, just a pitching, or just a mound visit. It's 5-4, Northern Cats with the lead. They've scored in all four of their trips to the plate. Enderlin scored 2 of their 3 trips to the plate with 1 inning still in progress. Pitch is high. It's now 2-1. Northern Cats got 2 in the first, 1 in the second, third, and fourth. Enderlin scoreless in the first. Got a run in the second. Now 3 in the third. Trying to tack on here in the fourth. That's your in-game update from Golden Harvest and Tim Kizet Seed Sales. Give Tim a call today, 701-430-0877. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Orlin sets, delivers high, and the count is full at 3-2. Karina Olson on deck for Enderlin is now she'll step up with another walk. So that will load up the bases for Enderlin here with 1 down in the 4th. First pitch, fouled back out of play for strike 1. Olsen 1 for 2, doubled her last time. See if she can, at the very least, get the tying run in, or potentially give the Eagles their first lead of this game. But 0-2. Infield playing in for Northern Cats, going to try to cut off the run at home 0-2 is low. Davidson able to get a piece of it. Goes to the backstop. Runner going to try to advance and scores. Sliding in safely is Majo, and we're tied up at 5. All runners will advance 60 feet, so Wald will go to third. Schlecht is now at second, and we're all tied up at 5. 1-2 to Olson is high. He moves it up now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the tying run is in. Enderlin has not led so far this game. 2-2. Inside, run the count full now, 3-2. Three-two pitch. And it's ball 4. Third straight walk. And the bases are loaded once again. As Zoe Getty will step in, the third baseman, 0 for 2, a pair of strikeouts. Hoyland sets and delivers. First pitch is high for ball 1. And bases loaded. 1 out here in the 4th. 1-0 pitch. That's high, 2-0. Infield playing in for Northern Cass. Thing on the infield likely to go to home. See if they can cut the run off there. Foul back into the netting. And a strike. 2-1. In this game, 2 of 4 here today. As called strike 2-2. So count is even at 2-2. Pitch on its way. And low. Good eye there by Getty. Close pitch. Orland didn't get the call, and the count is full now, 3-2. Nowhere to put Zoe Getty. Full count pitch is inside for ball 4. 4 straight walk. Everyone will move 60 feet. Wald will score. Schlecht to third. Olson to second. Getty will now occupy first. It's an RBI walk. And Enderlin will have their first lead of the contest now at 6-5. First pitch swinging by Noah Fredericks. Grounder and able to cut off the run attempt at home. It'll be a fielder's choice. 6-3 and 2 outs. Schlecht's out at home. Olson now to third. Getty to second. And Fredericks will occupy first as Jesselyn Lund will step in. First pitch in the dirt. Davidson able to block it. One-0 pitch. Called strike. 1-2. Or 1-1, excuse me. Inside now. Two, 1, grounder, third base, throw on to first in time. Merch to Daniels, that will retire the side, but 2 runs across for Enderlin. They'll take their first lead of the game through 4 on the Bank North scoreboard. It's Enderlin 6, Northern Cass 5 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Here's a message from Tim Cassette, Golden Harvest Seed Sales in the Hillsboro area. When it comes to your operations needs, they want to hear from you, which is why they're committed to listening first. From farmer-focused R&D teams to their Gold Series soybeans and game-changing corn products to the insights shared through the Illuminate digital platform, everything offered is an answer to what they learned from you. For Golden Harvest corn and soybean seed, visit with Tim Cassette Seed Sales Hillsboro, 701-430-0877.
Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has broadened to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
We go to the top of the 5th. As Chelsea Galster will step in for the Jags. First time they have trailed in this contest. First pitch swinging, popped up in the infield, first base side, foul territory. Chamberlain able to make the grab for out number 1. So Courtney Daniels will step in for Northern Cass. Base is empty, 1 away. First pitch outside for ball 1. Grounded out in the first, reached in the third. Up high, 2-0. And the winner of this one will take on the top seed Northern Cass in game number 3. First game scheduled for Monday, 4 p.m. 2-0 grounder, third baseline foul. And we go Saturday, Monday, Tuesday here from Costfield in Castleton. Foul back, out of play. Win keeps your season alive, and if you can advance to Monday, then really the name of the game is you got to win 2 before you lose 2 on Monday or Tuesday. Top 2 advance to the state tournament. Counts even up, or count is full now at 3-2 to Daniels. Pitch is high. It's ball 4. It's a 1-out walk. Tying run is on base for Northern Cass. And as the pitcher, Brooklyn Hoyland will step in for the Jaguars. See if she can help her cause. First pitch is high for ball 1. Hoyland 0 for 1, did walk her last time in the third. Pitch is high. 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. As Evenson sets, delivers up high, 3-0. Northern Cass has scored in every inning that they have batted so far. 2 in the first, then 1 apiece in the second, third, and fourth. 3-0 pitch is low, or called strike, excuse me, so 3-1. Swung on a miss, make the count full now at 3-2. So a full count, 3-2 to Brooklyn Hoyland. And swung on a miss for strike 3. Emma Hudness will step in with 2 outs and a runner at first. First pitch swinging liner right to the shortstop. And Olsen able to make the play for out number 3, and that will retire the side here in the top half of the 5th. No runs. They left 1. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. Enderlin with a 6-5 lead on your Bank North scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
growers. Prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Did you know that there are several different types of crop hail insurance policies? Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with Irie Insurance. We at Irie Insurance want to help.
First pitch, pulls it back, takes as the runner going, and Trebas are able to take second. Was strike one, but now a runner in scoring position for Harper Rust. She bats in place of Nyla Erickson, who was 0 for 2 with a couple strikeouts. First pitch gets by the catcher, and Trebas are able to go to third. And a 7-5 lead. Northern Cass, the 5th inning, their last inning. That was the first inning they were held scoreless. Let's see if they can at least get one. Cut into the deficit or more as a runner at third here with no outs. Fake the bunt, pull it back. Does Rust and takes ball 2. Two-one count. As the bunt attempt is fouled back out of play into the screen, and it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hayden Crockett on deck for Northern Cass. 2-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 does go into the dirt, so they'll have to go to first. They will get the out. As Maggio onto Chamberlain for the out. Strikeout by Rust and one away. Runner stays put at third as Hayden Crockett will step in. Bunt is down. It's a squeeze play. Throw on to home, and they got her. Great job by Getty at third, recognizing it came in. The throw on to Maggio in time. And so the runner is out at home. Crockett does take first, but 2 away. As now Crockett at first. 5-2 on the fielder's choice. Back to the top of the order with Reese Lavig. She'll take ball 1. Up high. 2 balls and no strikes. Two-0 is high. Make it now 3-0. Here in the top of the 6th, the 2-run lead for Enderlin. 3-0 is a called strike. Make it now 3-1. And there's ball 4. So Lavig will reach on a walk. And now the runners are at first and second. As the catcher, the 2-spot hitter, Avery Davidson, will step in. Davidson, first pitch swinging. Fair ball down the third baseline. Gets by the left fielder. Frederick's run is in. They'll wave across the second runner, and we're tied up at 7. Avery Davidson, a 2-run double. That scores Crockett. That scores Lavig. Davidson to second on the RBI, 2 RBI double, and we're tied up at 7. As the first pitch swinging for Chelsea Gouster will foul it out of play for strike 1. So now we're tied at 7. One for 2, reached on a single in the second. Pitch is in the dirt, and Davidson will go to third. So the go-ahead run for Northern Cass now 60 feet from home plate. Ball and 2 strikes. Count even at 1-1. Should Gouster reach, Courtney Daniels on deck. And now 2-1. 2 balls and a strike, 2 outs, top of the 6th. 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, even it up now 2-2. As Evenson going to try to get out of the inning with a tie game. 2-2. Grounder, shortstop. Olson throw on to first. Chamberlain with the snag, and that will retire the side. But Northern Cass able to get 2 runs across in the top of the 6th. As now we go to the bottom of the 6th on the Bank North scoreboard. Northern Cass 7, Enderlin 7 on yourliveevent.com.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Here's a message from Tim Cassette, Golden Harvest Seed Sales in the Hillsboro area. When it comes to your operations needs, they want to hear from you, which is why they're committed to listening first. From farmer-focused R&D teams to their Gold Series soybeans and game-changing corn products to the insights shared through the Illuminate digital platform, everything offered is an answer to what they learned from you. For Golden Harvest corn and soybean seed, visit with Tim Cassette Seed Sales Hillsboro, 701-430-0877.
We go to the bottom of the 6th in a tie game. As Zoe Getty will step in for Enderlin. Up high for ball 1, 1-0. Getty a couple strikeouts, reached base her last time up in the 4th on a walk, got stranded at second. Pitch is inside. So 2-0. As it was a 3-0 count, so that is ball 4. So Getty will advance on the leadoff walk. And the go-ahead run here, bottom of the 6th. We only play 7. As the bunt will go to first. As that one gets away from the first baseman, it goes all the way to the fence, and coming all the way from first is Getty to score the go-ahead run. As Fredericks was going for the bunt, Throw got away on the air. And so it's now 8-7. As Lund will foul it off of her foot. I'll put her on first. Didn't see a call, but nonetheless, runners are now at the corners. See if catcher interference, catcher obstruction are best guess up here in the press box. But nonetheless, it's runners at the corners now with no outs. As we'll get a swinging strike, 0-2, but Lund goes to second. So 0-2 to Eve Chamberlain. So it's now 8-7 again here in the bottom of the sixth. So it's 0-2. Soylent sets, delivers, grounder towards second. Only play is to first. That'll get a run home. As Frederick scores. One to second as Chamberlain, the RBI, sacrifice 4-3. So the 9-spot hitter, Jana Olsen, will step in. 9-7. So 2 runs across this inning with a runner at third now. And 1 away. So 3-4-5 will be due up for Northern Cass in the top of the 7th. 2-0 to Olsen. A 1 for 3. Single their last time up. Two-0 swung on and missed. Make it now 2-1. Again, the region track meet going on here at the complex here in Caston. That's also available here on yourliveevent.com. As grounder second base side, no play. As Lund will come across to score. Olsen at first. And it's now 10-7. So an RBI for Olsen as now we'll go back to the top of the order and Caitlin Maggio. So now a 3-run lead for Enderlin. 3 runs this inning. First pitch to Maggio is swung on a miss for strike 1. One for 4, also reached on an air, did Maggio. A couple of runs scored. 0-1 is fouled back out of play, 0-2. Michaela Wald on deck for Enderlin. Oh, 2 is low, making now a ball and 2 strikes. A 1-2 pitch. Grounder, third base, foul. It'll stay 1-2. And we'll have a Kindred and Lisbon. That's the 2-7 matchup coming up here. Scheduled for 4 o'clock, maybe a little bit after that. For game 3 of 4, as we'll get called strike 3. Runner goes to second, but a strikeout. And 2 away. So Michaela Wald will step in. First pitch to Wald is a called strike, 0-1. Wald reached base 3 times, a couple walks, and reached on an errors, came around twice to score. Got a piece of it, foul, and it's 0-2. 3 runs across this inning for Enderlin, giving them a 3-run lead. 0-2 pitch is up high, a ball and 2 strikes. Should Wald reach, Ashbin Schlecht will bat for Enderlin. 1-2, that one fly towards left field, and Hudness able to make the play that will retire the side, but Enderlin brings 3 across in the bottom of the 6th. Last chance for Northern Cass as we go.
Information or become a Northern Cass Booster Club member today by scanning the QR code on screen now or follow.
As Hoyland, that one will fall down for a base hit. So Brooklyn Hoyland will get on base. So Emma Hudness will step in with a runner on first and 1 away. As we'll get a courtesy runner, number 16. And Carson Melander will be the courtesy runner. First pitch is high to Emma Hudness. Reached base in the second, came around to score. 1-0. Now 2-0. Again, just got to try to find any way if you can get on base here. Trailing by 3 in the 7th. Try to keep this, extend this game, stay alive. 2-0 is high. Make it now 3-0. Again, winner of this will take on the top seed Central Cass Monday, game number 1, scheduled for 4 o'clock. As a called strike. Make it now 3-1. Swung on a miss. Count full now at 3-2. Runner does go. Harlan will go to second. But a full count at 3-2. Emma Hudness. Grounder, third base, throw on to first, and that one off the glove. There's a collision, everyone's safe, and then coming around to score is Hoyland from second. Hudness is safe, and it's 10-8. So now the tying run is at the plate. As Josie Treibhauser will step in. First pitch, that one is over the head of the second baseman. It'll be a single, runner going to third and is in safe. And then Trebhauser will take the extra base. So now second and third, as the tying run is in scoring position. As Nyla Erickson will re-enter the game. And then we'll get a mound visit as well. A timeout will take one as well. Top of the seventh, Bank North scoreboard. Northern Cass threatening on yourliveevent.com.
The joy of community at Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, where wonderful neighbors and energetic minds come together. If you're seeking more than just a place to call home, you found the right spot with Halstead Living Center and Heritage House. Whether your interests lie in music, agriculture, sports, or dancing, you'll find someone who shares your passion and expertise. Discover a fulfilling lifestyle filled with connection and celebration with Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead. Get more information by calling 218-456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com.
Tying run is in scoring position for Northern Cass here in the top of the seventh. One run is already scored as Nyla Erickson is back in, re-entering the game. So far 0 for 2 with a couple strikeouts. Corner infielders playing in. Bunt is down but rolls foul for strike one. Hayden Crockett on deck for the Jags. No balls and a strike. Shows the bunt, able to bring it back, but takes a called strike two, and it's 0-2. As Erickson now going to have to swing away with 2 strikes. And runners at second and third. 0-2. That one is low. Gets by the catcher towards the backstop, and sliding in to score is Hudness. Trebhauser will go to third, and it's a 1-run game with a runner at third. Pitch was a ball. So it's now 1-2 to Nyla Erickson. As Evenson sets, delivers. Called strike 3, and there's 2 away. Serena Evenson able to get the strikeout. As it goes to Hayden Crockett, the 9-spot hitter. 2 outs and a runner at third. First pitch to Crockett, swung on and missed for strike 1. 0-1. This is the 9-spot hitter. If she can get on, they're back to the top of the order, and Reese Lavig. 0-1. Fly ball, foul territory. It will get out of play. But 0-2. Northern Cass down to their last strike. Evenson 1 strike away from picking up the victory and advancing the Eagles on to Monday. The 0-2. Liner, that one's a fair ball down the third base line. The run will score. It gets by the left fielder. Crockett rounding second. Trying to get to third. Will they send her? Nope. She'll stop at third. But Crockett with an RBI triple. And we're tied at 10. All right, Bowser scores. Crockett the RBI triple. And it's 10-10 with a runner at third. As Reese Lavig back to the top of the order to step in. First pitch, a called strike, 0-1. As that one is popped up, skied in the infield. Who will call it? Third baseman Getty will, as that will retire the side. But Northern Cass able to stay alive. They get 3 runs across in the top of the 7th. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th, all tied up at 10 on the Bank North scoreboard, yourliveevent.com.
The Hillsborough and Central Valley School Districts congratulate the seniors on your success and wish you well in your future endeavors. They encourage you to step into your future, secure in the knowledge that this world needs you and the unique, inspiring gifts that only you can give. Best wishes go with you, graduates, as you prepare for the greater challenges ahead in a world of new possibilities. Congratulations, graduates, from the administration and staff of the Hillsborough and Central Valley School Districts. To all students, parents, and families of the Hillsborough and Central Valley Schools, thank you for a great year.
So we go to the bottom half of inning number 7. Enderlin, chance to play hero here and pick up the victory. Here, 1-1 will do the trick. As heart of the order, 3-4-5, Ashbin Schlecht will lead it off for Enderlin. 1 run would do it for the Eagles, send them to Monday. And a chance, a matchup against the Central Cass Squirrels. First pitch is ball 1, now 1-0. Popped up in the infield, drifting towards foul territory. It's off of Daniel's glove. It was in foul territory, so it will be a foul ball and a strike. So the wind bringing that back towards foul territory. As they'll say, ball was foul when Daniels touched it. And so it's a ball and a strike. Objectively, from up here in the booth, did look like the correct call and a foul ball. Ball and a strike. That one skied up in foul territory, and it gets out of play. So it's a ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2. Karina Olsen on deck for Enderlin. 1-2 pitch. Fouled out of play. It'll stay 1-2. Oyland sets the 1-2. That one lined towards left, off of the glove of Hudness, as that will be a double. As then it gets away, able to corral it, but Schlecht able to reach. And the winning run is in scoring position at second. So no outs, a runner at second. And as Karina Olsen will step in, they'll give her the 4-pitch walk to try to set up the force play at third. And so Zoe Getty will step in with no outs and runners at first and second, as we'll have a mound visit. We'll keep it here on yourliveevent.com. An entertaining game. We're tied up at 10. Ten here in the top of the 7th. So far, each team has only has scored in all but one inning at the plate. Enderlin, their only score was the first. Northern Cass, it was the 5th. Enderlin, if they can get a run here in the 7th, they'll pick up the victory and advance to Monday. So Zoe Getty will step in with no outs and runners at first and second. Force play is at third. As the first pitch to Getty is a walk, or excuse me, is a ball 1-0. Getty a couple strikeouts, then a couple of walks, and a run scored. Now 2-0. Well, Fredericks on deck. Ball 3 to Getty. 3-0. As a dribbler down the first base line, it's foul. And so it's 3 balls and a strike. (3-1) as into the screen, and credit to Harlan, able to get it to a full count at 3-2. Strikeout would be big here for Northern Cass. 3-2. Swung on and missed. It's strike 3. It's the first out of the inning. And the runners will stay put at first and second. So 1 away as Noel Fredericks will step in. First pitch is outside for ball 1, and Schlecht able to catch Northern Cass napping as she steals third on the throwback to the pitcher, so she will, which potentially could set up the force at home. As we'll get time called. Jesse Lind Lunn is on deck for Enderlin. Swung on and missed. Now will make the count full 3-2. So a full count. As high for ball 4. It's a walk. And the bases are loaded. As Jesse Lynn Lund will step in with the bases loaded, so the force play is at home. Northern Cass will bring the infield in for Lund, the designated player. First pitch to Lund is a called strike, 0-1. So infield playing in, outfield playing normal depth. The 0-1. Fouled back out of play, and it's 0-2. Lund reached base her last time, came around to score. As that one is flied foul territory, it will get out of play, and the count will stay at 0-2. 0-2 is the count. Hoyland sets, delivers. Low, 1-2. As Brooklyn Hoyland on the mound has been the pitcher for all 7 innings for Northern Cass. Likewise, Reen Evenson for Enderlin has gone all 7 for the Eagles. The 1-2. As call the strikeout. As I say, it was a strikeout, as then now the umps will talk about it. Enderlin is saying it was a foul ball. So now the umpires will have a chat. As Looks like we'll get a catcher's obstruction call once again. And so that will bring the winning run across. So the umpire signaled for Lund to go to first, which would then move everybody up 60 feet and bring Schlecht home. Now the Northern Cass coaches are talking about it. Keep it here until we get this resolved. As, yep, that will do it. So it will be 11-10. So Enderlin will pick up the victory here today. It looks like catcher's obstruction called once again on Avery Davidson. This time it brings the winning run across. Your final on the Bank North scoreboard. Enderlin 11, Northern Cass 10. We'll wrap it up when we return. YourLiveEvent.com.
At 104. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you need on your next road trip. Food, fuel, fun, and family-friendly activities. Stop by and fill up your tank or grab a bite to eat. Have a blast at Goose River Golf Club, the swimming pool, or one of our beautiful parks. There's even ice skating and cross-country skiing. Take in the sights or stay the night so you don't miss a thing. Experience Hillsborough and see why there's more at 104.
The Hillsborough Vets Club thanks you for your support of their activities and events. Stop in and to check out their new menu. Enjoy the Vets Club appetizers every Wednesday from 5 till 7. And as I've said many times, they have the best roasted chicken around. Enjoy roasted chicken every Saturday from 5:30 till 7:30. Get there early because sometimes it's gone early because it is the best roasted chicken. Fries and coleslaw also available with this meal every Saturday. Dine in or take out. The Hillsborough Vets Club.
So let's recap it here. Enderlin will pick up the 11-10 victory. A fun contest here today. Your final stats here for Northern Cass. Reese Lavig able to reach base all 4 times. A couple of walks. Had 3 runs scored. Avery Davidson reaching base a couple of times, including a double in the 6th. Had 2 RBIs for Avery Davidson. Chelsea Galster, 1 for 4, a single in the 3rd with an RBI. Courtney Daniels able to reach base a couple of times, 1 for 3 with a walk. Brooklyn Hoyland, 1 for 3, also reached on a walk, had a single and a run scored. Emma Hudness will go officially 0 for 2, did reach on an air, came around twice to score. Josie Treibhauser, a 3 for 3. Couple of runs scored. Also reached base 3 times. Nyla Erickson went 0 for 3. Harper Russ, pinch hitting for her, went 0 for 1. Hayden Crockett went 1 for 3, but had that 2-run triple that tied the game in the 8th inning. 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs. 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs. On the mound, it was Brooklyn Hoyland. She went 6 1/3, gave up those 11 runs. She'll pick up the loss. For Enderlin, Caitlin Maggio went 1 for 5, reached base on an air, a single, a couple of runs scored. Kayla Wald reached on 2 walks and an air, 2 runs scored. Ashbin Schlecht, 2 for 3, reached on a walk as well and a run scored. Karina Olsen, 1 for 3, also a couple of walks. Zoe Getty, 0 for 3, but did reach base twice on walks, also came around to score. Noella Fredericks reached base all 5 plate appearances. A couple of a single, reached on an air, a fielder's choice, and a couple of walks. Came around twice to score. Jessie Lind Lund to reach 0 for 3, but did reach base a couple of times on an air, including that to end the game on the catcher's obstruction. to pick up the victory. Eve Chamberlain, 1 for 3, also reached on a walk and RBI, and a run scored. And Jan Olson, 2 for 4, a couple of singles and an RBI. In the circle, it was Rena Avenson. She went all 7 innings, gave up 10 runs, but will pick up the victory as Enderlin will live to fight at least a couple more days as they advance to take on Central Cass on Monday. We'll take a break. We'll get some awards when we return. YourLiveEvent.com.
Are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 201 Main Street, Hunter.
Back here, YourLiveEvent.com, coming to you from the Dakota Heritage Bank broadcast booth. Online, dhb.bank. Here as we continue on our Red River Valley Speedway, Norman County Raceway post-game show, as it's time for some of our awards here on YourLiveEvent.com. We'll start with our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. So bring that to Ashbin Schlecht for Enderlin. Again, reach base every time she stepped up to the plate, including that double to lead off the game and came around to score the game-winning run. So Ashbin Schlecht, she is your Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Life takes energy. Energy for life. Enbridge.com. Move on to our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. We'll give that to Hayden Crockett for Northern Cass as they were down to their final strike. Hayden Crockett, though, able to get an RBI triple to tie the game at 10, force a bottom half of the 7th inning, trying to keep the Jaguars alive. So that RBI triple, that is your Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. Discover local reliability you can trust. Halstead Telephone. It's how to connect. Online at halsteadtel.com. All right, you can see Precision Ag player of the game, as we'll give that to Corinna Olson for Enderlin. Reach base on a double. Also able to get a couple of walks. Corinna Olson on base to end the game. Able to keep the contest alive. So Corinna Olson is your Agassi Precision Ag Player of the Game. Agassi Precision Ag in Hillsboro. Give them a call, 701-436-2119. Or you can visit them online at planterdoc.com. That'll do it for game number 2. We'll take a break. We'll reset everything. Come back here in just a few moments for game number 3. It is Kindred and Lisbon when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.